Horses are what drives my life. I think from the beginning I really felt in love with them. And to be successful in show jumping, you have to be at one with the horse, because we don't win alone.
Je crois qu'on peut dire que je suis né sur un cheval. J'avais à peine 2 ans que j'allais déjà à l'écurie, m'amuser, monter sur les chevaux.
Did my first competition at 9 years old. Very soon I was in the Swiss junior team. I decided quite early that I wanted a life and a living in show jumping. Yeah, what else could I dream of?
So many great performances and so many fantastic horses.
Another sublime performance from a serial winner.
Hello. Buddy. This stable here is where I have my best group of horses. We have Minka here, which is a multiple Grand Prix and Nations Cup winner. That's a young horse. It's called Luso. A little bit shy still with the camera. And we have Lancelota here, hoping that she'll be one of our next top horse. Lancelota, she has been with us just over a year, which is not so long with horses.
If you start with a canter.
Every horse is different. They all have their own personality, they all have their own qualities. It's me that has to understand them and that has to adjust to them. With Lancelota, she still feels distracted when she enters the arena, which is about confidence.
Now left and come back.
The horse has to get its confidence from you. It's really about having a discussion to build up that trust.
A nice. Then you can jump the cavaletti. Good.
With Lancelota, I'm hoping with a little bit more time, a little bit more experience, that the best is to come. But in our sport, what I've learned over the years is that to know which horse will be a superstar, it's not always easy. Nino de Buissonnet was a very sensitive horse. It was very hard for 1.5 years. The first show we went to, we were stopped and eliminated on the first fence. It took a lot of time, a lot of training for him to fight with me and not against me. And I remember a friend telling me, well, the good thing is it can only get better. Fortunately, it actually did.
Such a strong horse. He's really developing into a star performer.
We went on to win a lot of medals together. Olympic gold, one of my greatest achievements. It was amazing, especially after a very tough beginning. Then when you feel your horse enjoying what he's doing as much as you, it's a fantastic feeling. But like all athletes, eventually things just have to end.
Tant de succès, tant d'émotions. Il n'y a qu'une chose à dire. Merci.
I think it's a sign of respect to take them out while they're still successful and healthy. But it's always very emotional. You have such a deep bond with them. And I wouldn't have been able to win those titles without the horse. So it's nice to be able to give something back.
C'est un véritable champion. Il a donné tout ce qu'il avait. Et même si Nino, tu ne seras plus avec moi, sache que pour le restant de mes jours, tu seras toujours dans mon cœur. Ah, je t'aime. Merci encore.
in sport in general. There is a lot of ups and downs, but in show jumping especially, the success is rare. And because you're dealing with an animal, not just with yourself, and if you cannot make it work with the horse at the right time, it just doesn't work.
Welcome to the 2003 European Championships.
The European Championship, I was trying to win for a very long time.
Ach nein! Bin ich ziemlich enttäuscht, dass ich nicht Europameister bin, vor allem für mein Pferd. What a heartbreaker there.
Steve Gerdat, for Switzerland.
Oh no.
It was really tough, but if you can keep on going, there is always a chance. Yeah, here we have the superstar, Dynamix. She's 11, also with us since she was 5. The first time I jumped her, I felt something really special. So much power, so much ability. I mean, there are hundreds of amazing tennis players, but there is only one Roger Federer, right?
Day 4 of the European Championship, the 85 riders now down to just 24.
The tension here is difficult to describe. Steve Gerdat with Dynamix de Belém. A clear gives him gold. One down gives him silver.
Huge jump. I think Steve has found a new superstar. He describes her as a genius.
Some horses, once they enter in a full stadium, they are like showmen.
The European Championship medal has eluded him. Not anymore! Steve Gerdat makes it the 2023 individual European champion.
To be able to turn it around and bring home the gold with a horse that grew up with us, this is something that will stay for life. It's been a long journey when I look back, but I would say that out of all the victories, being able to have won a lot of medals with a lot of different horses, I would say that this makes me the most proud.
Steve Gerdat, a master of the game.